season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Get on, Mike.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Sends it back in motion. Breaks into the open. At the 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Canes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
All right, Ariana, you okay?
Hits inside. It's Johnson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rides to the back. Looking for room at the 40. There's some room. The 30. The 20. He's at the top. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point is good. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Pringle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Can't get him to the ground. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Keeps it moving. It's Pringle. He's past the marker. There's a crease. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Under pressure. Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
For giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So I can get it over with.
The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by
It'll
the
be an
special
hour,
team.
and that's it.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Gets the back moving. Keeps it himself. Pulls it, trying to get the corner.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Long way to go on second down. Gives it. Sees some running room. Hard running there. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Making the adjustment. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Here's Ncaa to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Third and long right here. Throwing, Ncaa. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. That's the 50, the 40, inside the 30. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
He's got it.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Simmons to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Doesn't get it there. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. A run for the quarterback. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers. Fitted in the window for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pringle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They want to run this quarterback. Runs through a tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Get out of there. It always hurt.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They're working that left side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it. Not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. The screen, he can go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Got an alley. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. Right back to the well. He's got enough. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
To the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. On the move. He turns it loose to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Still on his feet at the 45. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Ncaa. Guard in the backfield. It's Jacobs. Breaks it. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Deep in the end zone, it's Butler. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Simmons. Extending the play. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Hey, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Throwing Simmons. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hands it off. Shakes off the defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wide out set. Here's Ncaa to throw. The screen, and watch out. Runs through, man, and he might have some space.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Left side is Pringle. Bulldozes his way through. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Got it behind the line. It's Pringle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Throwing, Ncaa. The screen, he's got wheels. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Trying to run, it's Pringle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll keep it on 2nd down. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. On the move. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's lead things off with a look in on Colorado State taking on the number 24 team, the App State Mountaineers. And it's the Rams, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
2nd and 6. Here's Simmons to throw. Still looking. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play.
Fake.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Setting up the screen.
Right, he ran
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Just got rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The run inside. It's Johnson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Simmons. They're all over him. Unloads in the nick of time.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down. But nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football.
Oh, it's the white box. Keep the white box. Because if we need to send it back, put on the side. What? Just the white box. Leave this.
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The give to the single back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jacobs. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for space, it's Shepard. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. They'll take the penalty and move them back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami.
These offensive coordinators, man, they have their sheet and they go touches for so-and-so. And Jesse, he's one of those guys. Like, they wanted to get him the ball early because he can do that right there. Take it on the outside, run it down the field. Very few people on the field can even catch him. They're getting him the ball early. And they're doing it creatively, too. On that one, David, it looks like the defense had no idea he was getting the football. It's almost as if they weren't expecting it. So give the OC some credit. Getting creative, getting one of his best players touched early, and he's able to take it in for the long rushing TD.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Sets his feet, it's Jennings. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right side, it's Jones. Caught, and he's got room. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Press center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Look out! And it's a sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right,
tackles. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He's got the first down. Turns it on in midfield. Dashes him in the middle. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game.
Teach me, baby.
They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield at Simmons. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Another incompletion on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Catches it at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rush right in his face. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He smashes his way through again. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Here's Simmons to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got a man in the middle.
Oh, good read there.
But he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Simmons. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. On the move. Touchdown Tigers. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Give to the running back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Out wide left, it's Compton. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Nice move, create some space. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Hurricane. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with the sides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing Simmons. Buying time to his right. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll run it. It's Pringle. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they kick it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Right side, it's Jones.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Kane. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Sets his feet, it's Simmons. Finds his man. It's Kane. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Simmons. Throwing right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Simmons to the air again. On target over the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Throwing Simmons. Going for 6. Touchdown Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Leaves it in his belly. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big...
Snags it and he's open. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Release to the back. Out wide right, it's Kringle. Wide open spaces. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Bubba, find it.
Right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's
Hold on, boy.
It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to
I'm
watch
coming.
the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score.
Where is it? Under this couch?
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run.
Bring me the remote. Bring me the battery.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. He's kind of the security blanket for the game. Him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Time to take a shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40.
Smack his ass.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here comes the heat.
Look at that. On his ass, Mr. Postman.
Got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time.
Intercepted a
What's that?
turnover can swing momentum.
Not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with these decisions.
Is your room done? Is your room done?
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking for a crease.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Quarterback will keep it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Ncaa under pressure. Looking down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Darian Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Cal taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Looks as if the hands team will be... Oh, it's out! They recover their own fumble.